Senhoras e senhores, sejam
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Thauvin. Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rijkaard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Thauvin. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He has found a way through. Decent chance! He's scored!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Mbappe just eases him off the ball, and he's heaved it away. Ball's gone out of play. Vasco da Gama leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. McAllister.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Yamal is flagged offside. Stefan de Vrij. And Akanji. Koundé. And Yamal. Serginho wins the duel this time.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well read, nice interception. Just about within shooting range. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rafinha. And it's Messi. Thauvin, spread to the right, and he's managed to get free.
That's going in strongly.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's gone for goal. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Guardiola. And it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. That's very neat. And it's made its way to him. Koundé.
Botafogo always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Pacho. Now it's Messi. And that's a throw-in. Camavinga. Tries to pass it through. No way through. Thauvin running with intent. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That is a great pick out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Vasco da Gama can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Akanji, Thauvin, and Jamal. Camavinga. This is a promising build-up. And it's Thauvin. And he plays one through. This might spell danger. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Koundé. Lovely pass, but can he get there? McAllister receives it in a wide position. Well, that has not gone well. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Messi! Akanji clears without hesitation. Mbappe! That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Vasco da Gama leading by 1 at the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Vasco da Gama can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them. Oh, shooting chance! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't...
Oh, good effort! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Tries to play it through. Vardiol. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Messi. And the return pass. And here's Rafinha. Messi has the space to scheme. Now it's Aubameyang. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's destined for the flank. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Messi. Rafinha.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He is just caressing the ball. And here's Thauvin.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. They've got to be quick moving this forward. Vasco da Gama really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
That's an imaginative pass. 60 minutes played. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Thauvin cuts out the pass. Not the most convincing of passes. Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. And it's Messi. Spread out to the left. And the pass is intercepted. Stefan de Vrij. Camavinga. He's on it. Can he get away? Nicely weighted ball. Now, can he find a finish? That's a throw.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 23. Sai para a entrada do jogador.
Knocks it out wide.
Camisa 17.
Guardiola.
Oh, really well played.
Looking tidy in possession here. It's a good spell of possession, this. Messi, given the lift of his goal. That's a nicely weighted pass. Nice interception, well timed. Messi. Mbappe. Messi. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Rijkaard with the foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Great ball if he can get there. Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Stefan de Vrij looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Messi. Out towards the flank. Rafinha is onto this. Looking for the run.
Vasco da Gama clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Thauvin. Now it's Aubameyang. Done delicately. That was good alertness. Can he get it through? Big chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Rafinha fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Rafinha. Now he's got space here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, good ball! Messi, played out to the left flank. Not the most accurate pass. 2 minutes to be added on. Looking to play him in. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So it does end all square, inspiration, perspiration both on show in equal measure, just not enough on either side to find a winner. Messi, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expected buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Rafinha. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Messi. And he's intervened well there. Thauvin. De Jong. Rice. Spread it left. And it's Doué. This is De Jong. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Now it's Messi. Rafinha. Rice.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
No, that's been intercepted. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Goes for a shot! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead! Simplicity itself.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rice. Quarter of an hour played. He's having a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Doué. And here's Suarez. And here's Suarez.
Vasco da Gama really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions.
And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Camavinga wins the duel this time. He's had it taken off him. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rice. Cannavaro. This is a promising build-up. Bergkamp. Maldini gets into a good position. And it's Rice. Takes a shot! Messi. That's a little off target. Now it's Bergkamp. Maldini. Defending of the desperate variety. Corinthians with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rice has the space to scheme, and he's there to clear it. Crossed in once more. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, Luis Suarez! Goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Rafinha. Vardiol. And it's Thauvin. Now it's Yamal. And it's Koundé. Great vision. Yamal finding himself in space. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bergkamp. More and more pressure on the ball here. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And Doué engages and forces him off the ball. De Jong does really well to win the ball there. Rice. Maldini. Bergkamp does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Rice. And it's De Jong. Doué. For Rice. And here's Messi. Oh, good spread.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Camavinga. Thauvin. And it's Thauvin. Passing is crisp and sharp. So, a temporary halt to the action. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, into the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And he's picked it up out wide. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely bit of skill. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 2 then. Messi with the clearance. And he's decided to go for it. Gave it a go, but off target.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Koundé. Now it's Aubameyang. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Koundé. De Jong.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
That's a sharp pass. And here's Yamal. And here's Thauvin. And it's Camavinga. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. De Jong has it in a wide position. Bergkamp. Bergkamp will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Stefan de Vrij. Akanji. And Koundé. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. This looks promising. Look at the space here. Oh, he's been caught napping. De Jong. Doué. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Threads one in. Might be taken. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, off the bar! Thauvin. Akanji. That's really well manoeuvred. Koundé. Camavinga. And it's Koundé. And Thauvin. Now it's Aubameyang. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Koundé. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Rice. And it's Messi. Doué. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. Lacking in accuracy.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Cannavaro. Rice.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Great chance! Guardiola is there, and he can get that clear. Rice. He is just caressing the ball. Rice! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed. Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Koundé. It's a throw-in. Camavinga.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
He's found some space. Big chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Corinthians find a position of real strength now. Luis Suarez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Rafinha. And here's Aubameyang. So that's it. It is all over. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's down to business here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Aubameyang is onto this. Oh, important interception.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Tierney cuts out the pass. De Bruyne. Oh, outsmarting him this time. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
And it's made its way to him. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. Thiago played into the box. De Vrij tries to clear. Vasco da Gama are looking to go forward now. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Vardiol.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Now, can they get him away? Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Nice sequence of passes, this. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. The ball has bounced loose now. Might be danger here. Aubameyang, oh, cracking ball. Rooney. Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, good spread. Tierney is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Barcelona are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish.
Real chance! That was probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Tovan, Camavinga, Aubameyang, and the shot! Goal! Vasco da Gama! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Aubameyang, driving on and making good progress. Van Dijk. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Great vision. No luck with that dink over the top. And if you have just joined... Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Messi. And it's Tovan. Rafinha. Rafinha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has not gone well. Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Rafinha. Tovan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. De Bruyne.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Camavinga. Rafinha. And here's Messi. Now it's Aubameyang. Aubameyang. Aubameyang! Aubameyang! Goal after glorious goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Camisa 18.
Two to the good! And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Vasco da Gama are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama. Camisa 14. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 5.
So right back into the action.
Vasco da Gama have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Vasco da Gama come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Now it's Yamal, and a chance! And it's come back out to him. Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Vasco da Gama find a position of real strength now. He's got away. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos que todos bebam com responsabilidade. O espectador que estiver...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then.
Now there is a quality striker, Peter, in the shape of Bebeto. Like so many Brazilian strikers of his time, not physically imposing, but fast, agile, intelligent.
And of course behind it all, a dogged, a determined personality, a genuine footballing perfectionist.
And a player you always wanted to stay in the box. His darting movement, he had a great habit of being able to lose a marker. Superb player.
And this is Pelé! Oh, just a keeper now! Pelé! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's gone looking for safety. We get a throw in. Serginho. And he's decided to go for it. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Bebeto is offering a right smile there.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Koundé, Akanji, looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Messi. It's played through for him. He's had a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries to play it through. He's picked his way through. He's having a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Coritiba with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's a promising position. Vasco da Gama have the chance to go the other way.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rafinha. Now it's Aubameyang. Vasco da Gama are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Thauvin. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. De Ligt. Kadiolu. De Ligt. And it's Serginho. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Koundé. Yamal. Thauvin. And here's Aubameyang. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Driving on and making good progress. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's found a way past. Header! Oh, crossbar! Oh, terrible! This time, surely! Goal! Vasco da Gama! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Vasco da Gama have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Vasco da Gama very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Rafinha. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And Guardiol. And the return pass. And it's Camavinga. Can he get on the end of this? He has a look up. Tries a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Yamal. Can he finish? And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Thauvin. Baresi. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Tries to pass it through. Pelé gets into a good position. Flashes it. Oh, good effort! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Great vision. That looks a good ball through. And this is Messi.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Vasco da Gama go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Vasco da Gama are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama. Camisa 14.
We're on the move again.
Substituído pelo jogador.
Vasco da Gama currently ahead by the smallest of margins. It's Apanhando. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Decent chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. A lot of space ahead of him. And the shot! And that's a tiny finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Vasco da Gama are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vasco da Gama come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Caicedo. Camavinga.
Vasco da Gama are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
And that is masterful defending. And it's Rivaldo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Clipped into space. Mackay. Pele. Vasco da Gama are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now that's well seen too. Koundé. Messi. And this is Pele. Now this could be a chance. Tries one from range. And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Coritiba have their second corner now. Right with the clearance. Vasco da Gama are looking to go forward now. And no surprise, that's a booking. Caicedo. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's going to have his name taken. Akanji. Stefan de Vrij. And it's Messi. Rafinha has cut it out. Rivaldo pinches it off him. Rafinha, and that's left him on the seat of his pants. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Mackay. That looks a decent ball. It's played through for him. Donnarumma claims comfort. Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Camavinga, Passes coming off in quick succession here. Caicedo. 75 minutes played. And it's Koundé. Bebeto producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Aubameyang. Bebeto. And Rivaldo. Kokchu. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Camavinga, ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Yamal. Aubameyang showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rafinha is onto this. Kadiolu.
Vasco da Gama have really been terrific at snuffing it.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he has shown him a yellow card. And that's a dangerous ball. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Serginho. Long ball by the goalkeeper. This is a promising build-up. It's Pele! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
And with that, the end. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Rafinha picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. There's the whistle.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Rafinha. Oh, that's fabulous. Nice interception, well timed.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he plays one through. Can he finish? That's going to go a long way. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, such a clever touch. Thauvin. He is starved of space and time. Quality ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rafinha. Sao Paulo with the corner, there first. Not a lot we need to say about that. It's not an especially good pass, that. Vasco da Gama are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Tries to get it clear. Guardiola.
He's not the type to hog the limelight, but Angelo Peruzzi is a man I always thought worthy of praise.
Well, listen, Jim, few would question his record or his reputation, but I wonder what you think stands out about him.
Well, consistency for one, Peter, but I also like the calm aura he exudes. He'll go out of his way to make everything look effortless. He firmly believes that gave him the psychological edge.
It's a pretty loose pass. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Messi. And it's Thauvin. Pressure coming in from all directions. Now, can they get him away? And it's been hooked away. Camavinga. And here's Thauvin. Can he get it through? That's an excellent interception. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Messi. Well, there's one of the players of the week. Tries to pass it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And oh, he's having a go! Oh, my word, that is quite something! A finish right from the top draw! And we have liftoff! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Donnarumma claims comfortably.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt They were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Akanji, and it's Camavinga. Getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing.
Vasco da Gama truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Yamal. Now it's Aubameyang. Koundé cuts it out. Serginho. Now it's Rafinha. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Thauvin. Kubasi. 5 minutes till the break. And it's Mendes. And this is Shevchenko. Messi. Now it's Messi. Thauvin. Rafinha. He's having a pop! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that's aimed into the middle. And he gets rid in a hurry. Rafinha. And the shot! Oh, it's a beauty! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Two to the good. And that is indeed the final act.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama. Camisa 14.
Gets us going once more.
Para a entrada do
I think it'll be
jogador.
fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Rafinha gets into a good position. Vasco da Gama do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Now it's Rafinha. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Look at the space. Yamal! It's in! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Vasco da Gama cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Camavinga. Caicedo. And here's Yamal. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Aubameyang. And here's Yamal.
Lamine Yamal really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the finish! And he hits the net. And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Sao Paulo now in a position far more desirable.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Guardiola. Looking tidy in possession here. Vasco da Gama do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Aubameyang. Camavinga. Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Hazard, great ball and a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Camisa 10. Camisa 13.
That pass isn't the best.
Deixando o
He's
campo.
picked chance, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Camisa 19. Camisa 15.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Camisa 7.
Looking to play him in. Dembele.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Half an hour gone in the second half. It's a promising position. And he's there to get it away. Messi. Yamal. And it's Serginho. He'll try from distance! And that really should have been that.
Serginho really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance. That's going in strongly.
Looking for options for movement. Where it came from. Solid goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's
real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Caicedo. This looks promising. Great chance! It's a goal! And they are right back within touch! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
There's the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Yamal. Messi. Yamal. In with the challenge. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. De Vrij gets across to intercept that. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Well, that looks a decent ball. Big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. This ended up in no man's land. Oh, that was vital. And that will be it. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So it's away we go then.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Shevchenko. Vardiol. Nice-looking ball. That has ended up in no man's land. All the way back. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Referee's given a throw. Camavinga. And it's Stefan de Vrij. Vardiol. Now it's Rafinha. And this is Thauvin. Rafinha. Both sides exercising caution for now. Oh, they could break here. Akanji calmly anticipates. Played out to the left flank. Played into space. Oh, it's a great ball here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Pass somewhat off target. That is a brilliant interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Yamal picks it up out wide. Tries to play it through. Camavinga. Played out wide. Now it's Aguero.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Aguero is wide and looking to get onto this. And here's Marino. De Vrij spots it and intercepts. But where it came from. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Messi can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Messi is the team's great visionary. Oh, no joy this time. That'll be a throw-in. Vasco da Gama yet to have an attempt on goal. Koundé. That's Thauvin. Rice did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Scholes, never out of the action for very long. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Aubameyang. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Thauvin. And it's Thauvin. And Thauvin! Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach. And it's Vasco da Gama who take the lead. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Ambitious ball here. That has not gone well. Vasco da Gama looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. He's in a great position here. Rafinha! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Barcelona are down to 10 men.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Vasco da Gama are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going.
Oh, shooting chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Koundé gets it away.
2 minutos de descuento.
Koundé. Messi in acres of space out wide. No, that's been intercepted. And it's half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Vasco da Gama sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 22. El dorsal
So the action
6.
resumes.
Messi. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal
Messi.
3. El dorsal 9.
Looking for the run. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Now this could be a chance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Merino. Messi. Now it's Tovat. Oh, some tackle that. Scholes. And no, he's seen through all of that. Threads one in. Brilliantly cut out. Shaw. Spread to the right. Great vision. Yamal is in a really good position out wide. And the ball is out of play. Koundé picks it up from the goal kick. He's gone for goal.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
No luck with that dink over the top. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi looking understandably energised after his goal. Looking to play him in. And that is masterful defending. Corner number 2 then. Cleared without hesitation. Corner number 3 coming up. Messi goes short. Very nicely done. Messi. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
And he's taking no chances there. Great ball, and Aubameyang! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Vasco da Gama find a position of real strength now. Lovely passing, lovely. Tries a shot! And that's a throw. Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
En el Barcelona, el dorsal 23, el dorsal 19,
And it's Koundé.
el dorsal 10.
Scholes.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 25.
Scholes!
El dorsal 7, Neymar. El dorsal 11.
Stefan de Vrij. Camavinga. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Thauvin. Koundé wins the duel this time. Now that looks a decent ball. And there's the shot! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
That has been knocked clear. He's having a pop! Smashing save, really good save that.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Barcelona have their third corner. Aubameyang! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and...
Getting up there! It's in! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Now it's Rafinha. Guardiola. He is through here. Scholes. Here's a man in form. Can he get on the end of this? Chance for a shot! And a neat finish. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So now the difference is 3. Now it's open, and the shot! Camavinga gets it away. So their fourth corner of the game. There's the clearance. Vasco da Gama have the chance to go the other way. Thauvin. And Thauvin! He's put his foot right through that one.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Quality ball. And now they can spring out of defence.
5 minutos de descuento.
It's not an especially good pass, that. 5 minutes to add. And he's picked out the run. And he is deftly away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Akanji. Now it's Aubameyang. Memphis Depay. Messi. That's destined for the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now this could be a chance. He's had a shot! Now who's going... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Guardiola finds himself offside. So that's it. It is all over. Vasco da Gama pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Thauvin claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room.